welcome to Challenger Scorpion game. And James Otero from Siege Studios has returned with his Sisters of Battle. It's good to see them back on the channel. And this time they're searching for victory, and this time it will be against the dreaded Necrons. So, be fighting on this Imperial sector here. It's been bombed out. There's ruins across the table. Statue just there in the middle of the courtyard, and then the bastion right in the centre. Tank traps and defences on the side. Craters and woodland just here. Abandoned Imperial position just there. You can see the ammo, ammunition, weapons left behind. Coming across sandbag defence, barrels, boxes, ammunition. Firebase just there, and then the ruins just in this corner of the table. But it'll be on this terrain where the Necrons will face the Sisters of Battle. First time clash on the channel. So welcome to this 1850 point Challenger Scorpion game. Necrons against Sisters of Battle. So for the Necrons, 3 Tomb Spiders, heavy support, 6 Wraiths as 1 unit, no upgrades for them, 1 Monolith, and 6 Tomb Blades and Shield Veins for them, Nebula Scope and Particle Beamers, plenty of upgrades for them, still just a small unit, 144 points. Fast Attack, a unit of Scarabs, just 3 bases. Then 1 Ghost Ark, inside there is 10 Necron Warriors, then another unit of 10 Necron Warriors, then 1 Doom Scythe, and then 1 Night Scythe Transport, and inside there 5 Lich Guard with Hyperphase Swords and Dispersion Shields, 1 Necron Overlord, and for him Phylactery, Phase Shifter, War Scythe, and Gauntlet of the Conflagrator, and then 1 Cryptek with Solar Staff. So that's the Necron force. Mixed results. Generally, it's done well. This is the new list here. It has slaughtered the Imperial Guard in a previous game. But we're not sure how it will do against every opponent. Not quite as reliable as the Eldar force. And they'll be taking on a new opponent here, new army, the Sisters of Battle. So it'll be fascinating to see how well they perform.
This is my 1850 dual combined arms attachment Sisters of Battle multiple small unit army. You've got the first unit is a 6 Sister Dominion squads with quad melter, Simulacrum Imperialis banner, combi melter on the superior, mounted in a standard repressor. Next unit next to it is one of the 4 troop choices. So you've got a 5 Sister unit with 2 melter guns, combi melter, melter bombs on the superior, mounted in a repressor. You've got a priest, for these are all the HQs, so you've obviously got a priest with a combi melter. Saint Celestine is the warlord of the army. The second HQ from the second combined arms attachment, which is a standard cannon S. And then you've obviously got another priest here. Behind these 4 HQs, you've got 2 5 sister units. They're completely bare bones other than a flamer in this unit. And then the next unit is the 4th troops choice, which is the same as the original first one, which is 2 melter guns, combi melter on the superior, melter bombs mounted in a repressor. The last fast attack choice is the another Dominion squad, quad melter in this squad, combi melter on the superior, melter bombs on the superior, and Simulacrum Imperialis in a repressor. And then from using the 2 combined arms attachments, it's opened up a lot more heavy support slots. So we've got 4 exorcists across the back, and then the main sort of centerpiece of the army is the Avenger Strike Fighter, which is a Forge World fighter, fully loaded out with 2 las cannons, the Avenger Bolt Cannon, and then 2 auto cannons. All these weapons are individual, so obviously it fires all individually. And that's my 1850 list.
Right, so there's the list there for Sisters of Battle. It's nice symmetry to the force. Looks very nice, very striking, good strong colour scheme to it. And then bristling a lot of melter weapons. So it's a prickly army to deal with. Now has air support as well. We will be interested to see how well they cope with this Necron menace. We'll see. We'll go on to scenario and deployment for both these forces now. Right, so the scenario is the Emperor's Will, and deployment is Hammer and Anvil. So line of dice here, and that marks the Necron deployment zone. So they will go just here. And then at this end is the Sisters of Battle deployment. So they've got the open ground, which may be an advantage for them, be able to lay down some fire. Necrons will have to come out in the open in order to grab the objectives. 1 objective each. There's 1 here in the centre. It's just about 6 inches in. for the Sisters of Battle, and then the Necrons have placed theirs just here by the lamppost at the base of the fire base, just there. Alright, so we've rolled up here. The Sisters of Battle will deploy first and go first unless the Necrons seize the initiative. Right, so deployment for both these forces here. Necrons have deployed here, just clustering around the bunker. That's where the objective is. A little defence force here. Scarab base is just tucked in there. Behind them the spiders. 6 wraiths on top, and then a unit of Necron warriors anchoring that point there. The rest will be coming on later on in the game. And then for Sisters of Battle, Celestine, the Living Saint, and a squad of Battle Sisters just behind, sitting on the objective. All 3 Exorcists are out, just taking up different positions, one anchoring the left, and then 3 of them here to lay down some heavy firepower. 2 repressors in the centre there, and then another Sister squad has been joined by the Canoness there. So Sisters have deployed more, and it's a typical formation here, a line of tanks bristling with firepower. And then in reserve, the Sisters of Battle, the 2 Dominion squads will be coming on flanking, and then the fighter to arrive on from reserve as well. So there will be a battle in the air. There's air power for both sides available in this game. And then for the Necrons, plenty of reserves. The 2 flyers to come on the Doom Scythe, Night Scythe. The Lich Guard have been joined by the Cryptek and Overlord. And the Ghost Stark with 10 Necron Warriors will come on from reserve. The Jet Bikes as well. And the Monolith will turn up from reserve as well. That actually will Deep Strike. Right, so that's deployment for both the forces. Fascinating here. So both sides have a defensive force set up, and it'll be interesting to see how well both sides can attack. Both sides will need to attack. There's no point holding back here. So we'll go on to the first turn of the game. Necron's not going to seize the initiative. We will let the Sisters of Battle go first. Right, so movement of Sisters of Battle on turn 1. Just generally holding position here. This Exorcist shifting out to the right. The other one tried to move, it got stuck. And then movement is halted there. So we're going to let loose some firepower here. It is night fighting. So it is dawn at the beginning of this battle. The Necrons will get a little bit of cover as the long-range firepower begins to come in. So going on to shooting phase now for Sisters of Battle on turn 1. There's no psychers either side, so we'll miss that phase out in this game. Straight into shooting. Right, Sisters of Battle turn 1 shooting. Exorcist opening fire. 1 Necron warrior destroyed just on the balcony there, and then 1 Wraith brought down and 1 wound dealt out as well. No morale there for the Necrons. That's the shooting done. No run moves. Just Sisters of Battle holding ground here, just waiting to see what reserves begin to turn up. A lot of unknowns at the moment at this stage until these reserves start to arrive. We're going to go on to Necron turn 1. Right, so Necron movement on turn 1. The Wraiths jumping down 12 inches, nice and quick from them. Breeding free scarabs at the back. And then we've just done run moves as well to finish the turn off. 2 more inches shuffled forwards with the Wraiths. Right, so that marks the end of turn 1. It's pretty quiet from the Necrons. Just a bit of exchange of firepower going on. Expect it all to kick off on turn 2 now for Sisters of Battle. So Sisters of Battle starting to manoeuvre here. So interesting counter this one. A lot of long range firepower options for the Sisters of Battle here, but also that option to assault as well, which is handy enough. It's all about angles with these Exorcists, trying to get an angle in shooting and able to let loose with these deadly Strength Fate AP1 long range weapons. James just swinging around there trying to get an angle at these Wraiths, causing a nice distraction in the centre. The idea about moving them ahead is just to form a barrier to stop and advance, just to absorb fire and draw attention away from preserving the objective at the back. That's sort of the plan, and then we'll see what happens when these reserves turn up. Try and keep these Necron Wraiths alive using the bunker as sort of a blind side for the shooting. We can't hide from every Exorcist, starting to get angles on them now as they close in. Right, so movement Sisters of Battle on turn 2. So the outflanking repressor here has arrived. The Dominion squad staying inside. They've come on and then pivoted. Strike fighters arrived. Nice clear view across the table. I think firepower is going to be maximised against the Wraiths here. The threat has been seen, and they're going to try and James is going to try and bring them down. Just sticking on the objective here, safe and secure at the moment. And then this line of tanks just holding their position as well. Just some slight adjustments, and then the cannoness and the squad behind them. This Exorcist here, shifting along again, can see through the gap there at the Wraiths as well. So I'm going to go on to shooting now, and the key part of this turn is, can the Wraiths survive? They have the 2 wounds, toughness 5, 3+ invuln, but a lot of heavy firepower is going to come their way, so it'll be interesting to see how many of them survive this turn, if any.
3 shots.
Yeah, firing the Avenger Bolt cannon down at the Wraiths.
It's got strafing run. That's all hit.
We've all hit. This is a fighter race here.
6, toughness 5, so...
Freeze to wound.
That's 5 wounds.
5 wounds. So roll up some saves here. 3 pluses. There's 1 Wraith brought down. So that's 1 Wraith knocked out.
The 2 individual las cannons.
2 las cannons, 2 hits. 2 wounds. Fouled 1, so that's a wound. And the toughness 5. Now, it used to be instant death, but not now with toughness 5.
The first auto cannons will fire normal BS.
Yeah.
It's 2 hits.
2 hits.
7, toughness 5, so freeze.
Yep. Double 1 that time. Right, so that's the fighter that's shot. 1 Wraith brought down, the wound dealt out. So that's a start. We'll see what shots come in next. I think a Wraith or 2 may survive. It all depends on that D6 roll for each of those Exis. There's Melter Fire going to come in here as well. Okay. Right, 4 Melter shots coming in.
Freeze. 2 hits.
2's to wound. Just 1. Pass this in, runs a bit of pressure. 6, yes.
So, this exorcist through the building.
Yep.
D6.
On a good roll here, 2. Freeze for hits, 1. So make an invuln save here. 3, yes.
This exorcist through the building.
Yep, another one can see. D6. Pressure rolls here, 2. So freeze to hit. It's got the 2 hits. It'll be 2's to wound. Yes. 2 invuln saves here. Pass both 4 and 5.
Last exorcist.
Yeah, last one. He wants a 6 here. 3 is a bit better. 3 shots coming in. Just the 1 hit. Got the wound. Right, and then 1 invuln save here. 3 plus, a 6. Yes, passed. Right, so shooting at them. I'll see what other shooting manoeuvring James can do here. Yeah, okay, shooting done. Quite what James was looking for. So we've got 2 wraiths left and then 2 others with 1 wound each. But we saw the firepower coming in there from the exorcists and the flyer and the melters here as well. So that's all the shooting done. There's no charges, there's no combat. We're going to go on to Necron turn 2. Right, so moving for the Necrons on turn 2. Number of reserves turning up, but not all of them. Quite crucially, the Tomb Blades have turned up and they are there. Moving on. Scarabs have bred. Another 3. Taken no wounds so far, and they have moved out very, very close to the repressor here. Wraiths moving up 12 inches, nice and fast, but still some ground to cover before they can reach the main Sisters of Battle line. And then the Night Scythe has turned up, it's gone 36, and then deployed the unit just there. So we're going to go on to shooting phase now. There's a couple of options for shooting for the Necrons, see how well they do. Turn 2 shooting coming up for them. So we will shoot the Necron warriors here. They need freeze. It's not too good a roll. 666 would be handy. It's 1 cock dice. No damage at all. Right, so we'll fire the Night Scythe here. James is going to get cover. So we get 4 shots, twin linked. 666. Doesn't miss there, and then an extra bonus 4 hits. So that's 3, and then plus 4 is 7. We're at strength 7. Side armor is 11. A good roll. No, it's terrible. So 1 glancing hit.
6 up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well done. And then 1 penetrating hit. It's 5 plus for cover.
No.
Not that time. Okay, 1 penetrating hit's come through. So just roll the result there. It's just a 2. So 1 whole point there and a result of a 2. That's snapshots, but James will be happy to fire snapshots up at the flyer anyway. That's right. So shooting phase for the Necrons, no damage there from the Necron warriors, and then just one hull point we saw on the vehicle there. That's pretty much it. We'll do run moves here with these Wraiths, and then we'll get into the assaults for the Necrons if there's any. Right, so that's run moves done there. The Wraiths just moving up 2 inches, and then just on assaults here, the Scarabs have made it into combat. So we have a combat here. Right, so combat's resolved here, and a miracle has occurred. 45 attacks. I managed to get 3 glancing hits and then a double invuln save made. Just 1 hull point dealt out on the oppressor there, so well done. Still alive, it'd be free to move off, disembark, and move how it wants to. So that marks the end of turn 2 for the Necrons. Not been too good. Sisters of Battle, we think there's an opportunity for them here to try and gain the upper hand. We'll see what happens. We're going to go on to turn 3 now for the Sisters of Battle. Right, so movement Sisters of Battle on turn 3, just pulling out of combat there and heading off in this direction with the Repressor. Flyers pivoted, moved the minimum distance there. Celestines jumped up and over on the hunt for the Necron Wraiths. Shifting around with this Repressor. Exorcists repositioning here as well. Then this Repressor just shifting out to the left hand side. Exorcist at the back. This Repressor here. That one's immobilised, one here at the back. Just backing away here from this Necron unit and then pulling around here with this Exorcist ready to fire up at the Flyer, no doubt, as well. So don't expect the Necron Flyer to last too long. It may survive. And then flanking here, if you've got to move the Tomb Spiders. And James has flanked here with the last Repressor to come on. So Tomb Blades could be in a bit of trouble as well. We'll see. We're going to go on to shooting phase now. We reckon a pivotal turn. If the Sisters of Battle can hammer the Necrons here, that will put them in a good advantage, perhaps for the rest of the game. We'll see. So we go on to shooting now. Right, so the Avenger first going to fire at the Fly. We are going to jink. We're expecting a lot of incoming fire at the Night Scythe. So here we go.
Bolt cannon, 7 shots. 5 hits.
So 5 hits. We'll get our dice ready here to jink.
6, armor 11. That's 5s. 1 pen.
There's 1 penetrating hit. 4 plus. Yes, we survived that first round. Still a lot more fire to come. Probably 2 las cannons going to freeze. Okay. Strength 9.
Pen.
Oh, it's flown through. 4 plus, another 6 from this Necron pilot.
First auto cannon. 2 hits.
2 hits. This is strength double 1. So the fighter hasn't done any damage. Be down to Exorcist to fire now. There's 4 of them that can fire if James wishes, but each one he uses up, not be able to fire at ground targets. So decisions to make. Right, so shooting for Sisters of Battle on turn 3, pretty good. The melters here, flame weapons firing across. Only 2 Scarab bases left. So some horrendous damage done to them. They're fearless, they'll carry on. A number of Wraiths brought down, that's fire from the Exorcist around here. Repressor, the Dominion squad inside firing as well. As we saw, the Flyer firing across, no damage on the Fly. In fact, it's taken no damage at all, but it has jinked. And no shots at all coming on here. We activated the solar pulse, so James has decided not to fire at them at all this round. But then round here is devastating damage done on the Tomb Blades, and they busted them out on a 6/6. They've gone off the table, so unit has been lost there for the Necrons. The Necrons sort of spread out across the table, and all of their reserves arriving, and Sisters of Battle capitalising on that. It's pretty good shooting from them, and Necrons taking some pretty heavy casualties. But that's shooting done. We're going to go on to assault. Celestine wants to charge the Wraiths. She may be able to bring them down before they get a chance to strike back. We'll see. We'll let James roll up now to see if she makes it in. It's a pretty good roll going through cover. 10 will be enough. So we do have a combat in the centre here. Celestine against the Wraiths. So Hammer Roth first of all. There's no wound. Right, so James will go first. Celestine does have grenades.
6 attacks, strength 5.
Weapon skill?
7.
Weapon skill 7, 3+.
Rerolling 1 for Mastercrafted.
Mastercrafted as well. Well equipped. Very good. Toughness 5.
Strength 5, so 3s.
4s. 4s to wound.
2 wounds.
There's 2 wounds. If we fail these 2 invulns, we're destroyed. If we pass them, I would be able to hit back here. We found 1, so 1 Wraith has gone. It's already on a wound. So we'll strike back with 3 attacks. Going to need a rend here, or it's going to be in trouble. Just the 1 hit. Get a 6 would be good. No, 1 wound. She gets a 1, it'd be instant death. 6, no, in combat, wins the combat. Fearless there with the Wraiths, that melee will continue, but it looks like that last Wraith is doomed. Celestine the Living Saint proving to be more than an equal match for the Necron Wraiths. So crucial turn there. That was a good round from Sisters of Battle. Necrons are going to have to try and claw this one back. But as we know, and as we've seen before, when you think that you have them beaten, they often make a comeback. But they're going to need to here. Sisters of Battle are beginning to dominate the table. Right, so movement for the Necrons on turn 3 for them. Melee continues. The flyer, it's on snapshots, it's pivoted and moved up and over in this direction. Necron Warriors moving down. Scarabs trying to retreat here, they've gone 12. And then the Monolith, we wanted it to land there, but mishapped off the table, and James has placed it right in the corner here, passing our dangerous terrain check for that, but it's well out of place now on the table, which is annoying. It's a frustrating game for the Necrons here. It's Sisters of Battle must have hacked into the mainframe and scrambled all of the Necron codes. Their order's not going through properly. Reserves turning up all over the place. Pushing up here to the edge of the crater with the main Death Star unit, and then arriving here ready to let loose with a broadside to try and destroy that repressor. We'll see what happens. Necrons reacting to Sisters of Battle here, there's no doubt about that. The initiative is with them at the moment. But we'll see how the Necrons do. A good round of shooting from them could readdress the balance, possibly. We'll see. We're going to shooting for the Necrons now on turn 3. Crucial stage in the game. So shooting here, not all of these Necron Warriors in rapid fire range. We're going to get a fair few. So we're going to hit here. 3s we need. There's a whole line that have missed. James will... There's another one. James will get an invuln save here. 6 is just the 1, which is annoying. Yes, got another 6. He's done very well with those this game. The flyer here is going to fire down. It's snapping, so it's going to need 6s here. There's 1. Reroll these. There's a second. So just the 2 hits there. Don't get the bonus because it's snap fire. 6 and 4 though. 1 glance. We'll do an invuln on the glance. No, and then an invuln on the penetrating hit. No. Okay, so that is destroy. We'll roll up here what kind of result that was. Does it's cocked? Doesn't. It's not going to matter. It's just 3 hull points. That vehicle is wrecked. Right, so they're just disembarking. Now that's not bad from the fly. That's helped out the Necrons a little bit. Not sure if we'll be able to keep those scarabs alive though. We'll have to see. Right, so we're going to fire broadside here. The Ghost Stark firing in. It's 30 shots, including the warriors and the broadside from the vehicle. Need freeze to hit. James will get his invuln save again. Okay, it's a nice lot of hits there. So 6s we want. I'll try and pick these up. So first slot, there's 1 and 6, and 3 more. So 4 saves here of 6+. No, okay, so that vehicle's brought down. Not too bad for the Necrons, destroying a couple of transports, but nothing major at this stage. James does have the melter still inside. Right, so James is placing the models there. That is shooting done for the Necrons. Bit of a recovery. We still think they're on the back foot though. Still work to be done. Key here perhaps will be to get this charging across the crater. Difficult ground, but the distance isn't too far. That will get that unit further ahead and close to the objective. Objective is here. Still well guarded, well protected, so that Necron elite unit does have a lot of fighting to do, a lot of surviving to do to try and get through. So we're going to assaults now for the Necrons on turn 3. Right, so they've rolled up charges there, double 1 rolled up on the charge. So they've stumbled at the edge of the crater. James senses his chance now. No solar staff this turn. He will be able to fire at them at full ballistic skill. So that marks the end of the turn. Necrons on the back foot, Sisters of Battle have another chance here to push ahead once again. We'll see what happens. Sisters of Battle turn 4 coming up. Alright, so Sisters Battle turn 4. They're relishing the fight here, holding their own against the Necrons, that's for sure, doing very well. A lot of options, a lot of manoeuvrability of these different transports and vehicles, and the flyer helping out as well. Just one note there, we've resolved the combat. The Wraith was slain, 1 invuln save failed, and Celestine has consolidated. James is preparing to move her off, and it looks like he's going to try and converge on our elite unit. Tough one here. It's not a nice sight for the Necrons, spread out across the table, being dealt with on every side. Our objective at the back here is quite secure, but first blood has gone to James. That would make it 4-3, and I think he's hunting for Slay the Warlord as well. We know what the Necrons are like. They can make a comeback, but as each good turn for the Sisters of Battle passes, then the likelihood of that decreases. We'll see what happens. James just manoeuvring now with his sisters. We'll see how well they do. Right, movement of Sisters of Battle on turn 4. I reckon the pivotal turn of the game, this one. Could well be. Flying moving in. It's targeting the spiders this time. Moving across here with the Dominion squad. That's pretty much, at the moment, the only squad moving in on our objectives. I think the focus here is the protection of this objective here, which has been done very well at the moment. Moving up with this squad here, and the squad inside here to fire on this unit. Celestine moving in as well. She fancies her chances in this combat. Also, and the squad here just manoeuvring to get themselves to be able to fire their melter fire at the Ghost Ark. We'll see if that can survive. But that's the manoeuvring done. All of the Sisters of Battle units on table now. Still one reserve to arrive for the Necrons. But we're going to shooting now for the Sisters of Battle on turn 4. See what they can do. See how effective their shooting can be. Right, so shooting for Sisters of Battle here. 2 wounds dealt out on the spiders. That was shooting coming down from the flyer. It was pretty effective there. Scarabs are gone. That was melter fire from the Dominion squad here. Then come around, a pile of Exorcist fire coming through. Fire from this squad as well, and from Celestine. Passing loads of invulnerable saves, but 3 of the Lich Guard brought down. Morale passed, but that squad has been whittled down to some degree, and then round here the Ghost Ark has been blown up. 2 Necron Warriors destroyed from the Dominion squad there. So a pretty good turn of shooting. It could have gone worse for the Necrons, but still it has been effective for Sisters of Battle. We'll go on to assaults now. There are 2 possible ones. One here, the Dominion squad's going to try and charge the Necron Warriors, and then around here Celestine may well be able to reach the Lich Guard, Overlord and Cryptek unit. We'll let James roll up the one in the corner here. 6 inches needs, and cover 7. Right, it's rolled 7. It was 5 he needed, and then 2 for cover. 7 he's got, so that combat goes ahead. And then Celestine here, she can roll up, and she's got an 8. Less 2 for cover. She's not made it. 7 inches needed there. By an inch, she fails to. Conundrum there for the Necrons, who they're going to go for on their turn. But we have a combat down here. Necron Warriors will do some Overwatch, try and whittle the numbers down as best we can, try and survive this impact here. Crucial melee here because it's a line breaker decision. Got grenades? Take it you have.
Frag and crack.
Lovely. Right, so we'll do this combat in the corner here. So James will go first. Does have grenades against the 8 Necron Warriors. We brought down one of the Dominion squad members from Snapfire. Actually got 5 6s as they came in, but James will go first in this combat, and he just rolled a power where he'll be allowed to reroll fouled invuns and fouled armor saves as well. Right, so let James roll up. These are regular attacks coming through.
Hit Zealot on the first turn combat as well.
Okay.
Probably failed to hit.
4s he needs. Weapon skill 4. We are. Yeah. Okay, so there's the hits.
And Priest. Rerolling for Zealot.
This failed. And then strength 3, toughness 4. He's 5s for wounds here. It's got 3 wounds. Necron Warriors need to make 3 saves. We passed 2, and reanimation failed, so 1 Necron Warrior brought down. So Necron Warriors just get 7 attacks back. They get 4 hits. Then they get 2 wounds, 2 saves. Failed 1. Yeah. Passed. Okay, so Necrons lose the combat by 1. They're going to need to pass morale here, and it's a 9. They do, so the melee continues. Right, so that's combat's resolved there. We've got a mini battle taking place in that corner now, and it is an important one. It's the line breaker area there for James to get that extra point. But that is the end of the turn 4 for the Sisters of Battle. Crucial turn, as we've seen. Necrons on the back foot still. We'll see what they can do, though. They're not totally out of the fight. We'll go on to turn 4 for them. See what happens. Right, so moving for the Necrons on turn 4. I think we have a plan for them. Necron Warriors falling back 5 inches here, just moving deeper into the cover. Spiders falling back 3 inches. The Monoliths passed 2 dangerous terrain checks, 1 to leave, 1 to land on the last of the woods there, and has moved out 6 inches. Coming around, the Flyers pivoted on top there and has come down here, 18 inches, just slowing right up. Then the Death Star squad here are going to try and finish off the Exorcist. The Doomslive has arrived now. and is aiming at this one, and we just have the locked combat there. So Necron's still spread around, but there's a chance for them here to do something to try and equal out the balance in this game. We'll have to see. It all depends on the shooting phase. We're going to go on to Necron shooting on turn 4. Okay, right. We've got a decision made here. The Necron warriors are firing up here 16 shots at rapid fire at the flyer this time, and James is going to jinx, going to try and keep his flyer alive. 6s we need. Just 2. 6s again. There is a 6. He's going to need to make a jinx save here. I think he's happy that he made that decision, but no, it has gone through. It's only a 2 hull point vehicle, this one, so 1 hull point's half dead. We've actually got shots that can come in from the monolith as well. 2 Gauls Flux Arcs, that's 6 shots. 6 Spinny, we have got 1, but no damage that time. Right, so fire this flyer here. Sidearm on that left-hand Exorcist. We will get, not a snap fire this time, so 4 shots. Freeze to hit, there's a 6, and we can re-roll this one. So we can re-roll this one. A 2, so just 3 hits, but bonus 2 hits. Right, 11 sidearm with the Exorcist. That's an extremely good roll. That's a very good roll. Strength 7. So that's 1 glancing hit and 3 penetrating hits. 6 pluses. Yeah.
No.
It's gone. Save the glance, but not the penetrating hits. That vehicle is destroyed. Right, shooting for the Necrons. Tried to evade here, but 1 hull point. We saw that from the Necron Warriors. Not bad with their ghouls. Shot 6 inches. We ran back here with the spiders, trying to keep them alive. Monolith firing up, no damage. The flyer here, contributing well. This Exorcist has been destroyed. A hull point dealt out by the Cryptek with his solar staff weapon, and then 2 hull points and a 4 result on the Exorcist here. That was a fire from the Doom Scythe. So that's shooting done for the Necrons. Not bad. It could have gone a lot worse. So we're going to go on to assaults here. The Overlord's going to try and finish off this Exorcist here. Right, so assaults for the Necrons. There is one that's here. The Overlord and his unit have charged in. So we'll go and get that result done. And then also the continuing melee in this corner with the Necron Warriors and Dominion squad. So we'll get those resolved. So James will go first here with his squad. There's only 4 of them left there. It's just calculating this point. They do get a base of 2 attacks each, which is good.
So I'm going to do the priest separately. So first of all, leadership test for the priest. Fails. And then I'm going to do the normal attacks on sisters.
Just need 4s. That's 4.
And then priest. 2 hits.
Okay.
So 4 swings.
5 strength 3, toughness 4. So 5s, 2. 4 up save. Oh, 2 4s. Right, we can respond here. Right, so 7 Necron Warriors. Need 4s. Not too bad, but below average. Then need 3s. 2 saves here, 2+. First one passes, second one fails. So James will knock 1 down. So it's a lost combat. But they're fearless, right? They're going to carry on. I think James would be happy if they carried on right to the very end of the game, just anchoring that line breaker result. Right, and just the other combat around the other side, the Necron Overlord with his War Scythe destroyed the Exorcist. There's a couple of vehicles being destroyed now for the Sisters of Battle. So Necrons aren't out of the fight, but we reckon if the Sisters get another good round, they should be able to stay on top of this game. But we'll have to see. Necron objective is here. It's quite safe at the moment, and then round here the same for the Sisters. Their objective looks pretty safe at this point in the game as well, so it may well be down to the extra points that you can pick up. Slay the Warlord, Line Breaker, First Blood will be crucial points in this game, but we'll see. Sisters of Battle turn 5 coming up. Right, so movement Sisters Battle on turn 5. Another crucial turn here. Turns 3, 4 and 5 have all been very important for both sides. Just advancing here with this Dominion squad and try and lay down some melter fire on the Necrons in the bunker. Then coming across here, holding the objective is pretty safe here at the moment. then the squad James will just put those out. Just remember to put those out as well. So that squad's disembarks. 2 squads and a transport vehicle there now. 1 exist at the backs move round to get a shot. The Lich Guard on the end. Canoness is detached from the squad here, so she's separate from the sister squad. I think he's going to fire with 1 charge with the other. Celestines move round in for the kill as well, and this Repressor and this Melter squad as well. So we could survive really well, or could be chopped down here with shooting and combat. So getting the sense that this Necron attack could be mopped up possibly this turn. Flyer pivoting around to take on the Necron flyer just here. And then the continuing melee just there. Do sense that the Sisters of Battle still have the advantage. They've maintained it despite Necron attempts to make a comeback. So we'll go on to shooting now for Sisters of Battle on turn 5. So James shooting here. Heavy Flamer coming through. This is the first attack.
1 wound.
1 wound. Want to start well? No, we start bad. So we failed that armor save. We get a 4+3 animation. Failed, so that's a Lich Guard gone. That's 1 of the bodyguard. There's 2 of them left. 1 has been killed by a heavy flamer. So James will continue the fire here.
5 power on the squad, so I'm going to read the leadership test. So fail. So they're going to rapid fire.
Okay, rapid fire bolters coming through. Toughness 5 will come in handy. But it's a lot of firepower we've got to survive for this unit.
10 shots.
Be handy here because if you get Slay the Warlord, it'll be another crucial point achieved.
5s.
5s to wound.
1 wound.
1 wound. 3+ save. Yes, we have this time, so we've survived 5 from that squad. Canoness.
Stormwalter. 1 hit.
Yeah. That's another wound. Pressure on here. 3+. No. 4+ reanimation. Yes. Thanks to... well, 5+ would have done it without the cryptic. That's good.
On the Repressor.
Yeah.
2 hits. 1 wound.
1 wound. Another pressure roll here. 5. Yes. Pass.
2 bolters rapid firing into that squad.
Okay. This is a smaller squad now with the melters.
Well, I haven't used it yet. Nope, I failed.
It's bolter shots all hitting.
No wounds.
No wounds. Down to melter fire now.
2 melter guns.
2 hits. 2's to wound. 3+. Invulnerable save. Passed both.
And common melter on the
Just
side.
look outside them. They did go on the Lich Guard. The last one left. The bodyguard trying to protect his leader.
Common melter on the superior.
Yeah. Combi melter coming through. Let's hit.
1 more wound.
2+ on the Lich Guard. Yes. Does he save it? Yes, he does with his dispersion shield. He's protecting the Overlord here.
Celestine's heavy flamer.
3 more hits from Celestine.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. We'll try and look out. Yeah, we'll try and. The Cryptek's going to take it here, so we'll try and look out, them onto the Lich Guard. They do go onto the Lich Guard. He fails 1. Reanimation 4+. No, he's gone. He's died protecting the Overlord and Cryptek. Right, so that's the Lich Guard gone. A lot of firepower released at them. Overlord and Cryptek left. We'll see if James got any more shooting at them. We'll have to do a morale check. Right, just roll morale for them. Leadership 10. 9. Right, okay. Just about. We'll do the rest of the shooting here. But the Necron, Overlord and Cryptek have survived, but the Lich Guard have laid down their lives protecting them. Just filming here. James firing up here with the Exist against the Fly. I've decided not to jink. He's got 5 shots. Needs 6s. We hope he doesn't hit. He doesn't. He's missed. Missiles come flying past, but the Flyer's unscathed at the moment. This one?
This one is going to...
I think he's out of range of the distant Flyer, but he can easily aim up at this one.
I'm going to fight this one.
Yeah, we will jink this one. He gets 5 shots, needing 6s. He gets a 666. We'll roll jinx. We'll let you do your rolls here. See what kind of hits we got.
11.
Yeah.
3 pens.
3 penetrating hits. We have to try and pass these. We've passed 2. 1 penetrating hit has gone through. So It's AP1 though. Ah, it's boomed. We just hope we crash and burn.
So is it
2d6, yeah. Could hit a target. No, bang on target. It's a nice, neat job. The Necron fly comes crashing to the ground. Right, so shooting here. Sisters of Battle turn 5. Melter shots coming through. Fired the whole lot, including the combis. One Necron warrior brought down, passing a number of crucial cover saves though. Round here, Necron fly brought down. That was fire from the Exorcist just there. So we've lost that flyer. Another blow to the Necron force. The Lich Guards sold their lives dearly. They protected the Overlord and Cryptek from all the fire coming in from this direction. So heroic from them, but they've both been killed. Leadership passed by that squad. And then the fly remains intact. No damage done. A load of shots coming in from here. One las cannon hit. It was on snapfire. Las cannon hit. And then 2 Avenger bolter shots as well. But that shooting coming through, James was unable to roll any penetrating hits. So the flyer remains untouched and hasn't jinked. Crucial that it'll be able to fire the Death Ray next turn. But that's shooting done. It could have been better this turn, but there's a chance now for assault. We've got the assault going on in the corner, and the crucial one here, the Necron Overlord, could be overwhelmed by Celestine, the Living Saint. So we're going to go on to assaults now. Sisters of Battle on turn 5. Just rolling up charges here. There's a little testosterone going off in the room here. Fist pumping. The Canoness, even though it's ladies fighting here, not us by the way, the actual figures, the Canoness has charged in. We fired Gauntlet of the Conflagrator at her in defence. 2 hits, strength 7, 2 invuns required. James got them. With those dice rolls. The Canoness is in, and then Celestine has a chance to go in as well. They sense the opportunity here to bring down this Necron Overlord. The towers of this Overlord have spread across the galaxy. His slaughter of Necron, various imperial armies, has reached the Sisters of Battle, and they've gone on a witch hunt for him. And here is their chance to dispatch him in style. Let James roll here, no double ones. 8, he's in, and Celestine don't get it. They really sense the chance now against the Necron Overlord. Oh, hold on a second. We do have the little solar staff could do a bit of damage. No, that fails to hit. So we have a combat there. Crucial combat. Yeah, so no challenges from James. We will issue a challenge to Celestine. It has to be done. And he'll accept and go first. So Necron Overlord versus Celestine. She'll go first here. 6 attacks on the charge.
Hammer of Wrath first of all.
Hammer of Wrath for jump, yes. A wound. This is a good start here. Necron Overlord's going to need no, he's got a 2, and he's going to need a 4. Yes, he does. He's weathered that one. He's been shocked, knocked to the ground. Now she fights, needing freeze. Weapon skill 7.
Rerolling that for Mastercrafted.
Mastercrafted. Oh, it's a perfect attack here. Toughness 5.
Strength 5, so 3.
Force to wind. 2, 3. And it's AP 3. Could kill him here if I roll badly. 4 plus invuln. So we've survived. And then a 4 plus reanimation. We've taken a wound. 1 wound down. Right, Necron Overlord can strike back in the challenge now. He needs 4s. He gets 3 hits. He defends himself well. He needs 2s. He's fouled on 1. 2 invulnerable saves of 4 plus. Yes, and yes, a double 6. Celestine's done well, and whilst the Necron Overlord's fighting, the Canoness is now able to destroy the Cryptek. What a subtle move. 5 attacks on charge, 1 more.
4 attacks on charge.
4 attacks on charge, okay. So she needs, he's weapon skill 4, she's weapon skill 5. Freeze to hit. She needs 5s now to wound with power sword. Yes, 1 wound. We get 1 reanimation of a cocked dice. 1 reanimation of 4 plus. Yes, just about you survived. So the melee is lost by the Necron Overlord. So he now needs leadership 9. Otherwise there'll be trouble. Pass. The melee continues. The tenseness in this room, you can feel it. You could cut cuts the tension with a knife edge. Right, and just resolve the combat here. No damage done at either side, so that melee is a draw. And we'll continue on to the next round. So that marks the end of the turn 5 for Sisters of Battle. So we're going to go on to Necron turn 5. And what's crucial here, the game could end at the end of this turn. I'm not sure. I think maybe James would be happy if it does end on turn 5. So the Necrons need to press on here and hope that the game drags on. We'll go on to turn 5 for them now. Right, so moving for the Necrons on turn 5, crucial turn. Monolith moving up 6 inches, really has been out of place this game, but it has a chance now to fire down at this Dominion squad here. Necron Warriors moving forwards, and then Spiders just shifting out of the way and holding the objective there. They're handy for holding objectives, fearless monstrous creatures sitting there. The Doom Scythe moving across to fire at the objective area here, and the melee continues here and in the other corner as well. Crucial turn here. We'll go on to Necron shooting on turn 5. Right, so shooting for the Necrons on turn 5. 5 from the Monolith, pretty good. Blown away here with the Particle Whip. And then the Eagles, Flux Arcs, 2 of them causing damage as well. Necron's not firing. They're hoping to get a charge in, possibly. They need a good roll. And then across here, the Doom Scythe scattered wildly with the death ray, which is a shame, but then one casualty on this unit here from the Twin Link Tesla Destructor. No morale check for them. They're holding the objective. That chance of causing disruption there has gone. Then the melees continue here. So we're going to go on to assaults now, just the continuing melees. We'll roll up to see if these Necron Warriors make it into combat. A good roll here. 9 is good. 9 is good. I think we're within 7. Yes, we are within 7. Just measuring it up there. So yes, Overwatch shots here.
First of all, nothing. Call me up. Nothing.
Okay, Necron Warriors made it in. Yeah, so we'll do these combats then. Start in the corner here, so let James roll up.
Leadership test. Oh no, last 3 from the next turns. Previously, sorry. So 6 attacks.
Yeah. 4s he needs. 5s to wound. 2 wounds. There's pressure on the Necrons here. They passed 1 and failed to reanimate with the other. Just about. So that's 1 Necron Warrior brought down. So we'll fight back now with 6 Necron Warriors. The number's starting to be dropped. 4s to hit. 1 wound. And saves. We lose. We pass morale, so the melee continues. James will be happy with that. He's just securing his line breaker point there. Well done. Combat here. James will go first again. You've got the Nutcase Priest.
Yeah, do leadership test.
Yeah, leadership 7.
I'm going to reroll failed armor and invuns. 4 attacks. First round of combat, rerolling for Zealot.
Yep.
2 hits. 1 wound.
1 wound.
Dice.
Cock dice, yeah.
2 wounds.
Strength.
Oh, 1 wound.
Just the 1 wound here, which we pass. The cannon. It's all done. Okay, so Necron Warriors can fight now. And they're actually going to get 14 attacks on the charge. Right, so 14 attacks on the charge, needing 4s. So we've got a number of hits here. And that's poor, very poor indeed. 2 saves to make. Saves the first, saves the second. So drawn, melee here. It's not good for the Necrons. Yeah, so challenge Celestine Living Saint here. So James will go first with 5 attacks. Need 3s to hit, mastercrafted. Another almost perfect round. 4 hits, 4s to wound, just the 1. But it's AP free, so 4 plus invuln. No, 4 plus lookouts. 4 plus reanimation, yes. So we'll fight back now with 3 attacks. He fights well. 2s to wound. Just the 1. Invuln's save, yes, he's got a 4 again. More fist pumping here. The Canoness could fight now against the Cryptek. She gets 2 hits. 6 is here, she'll kill him. No, he can fight back with 2 attacks. He gets a hit and no wounds, so we have a drawn melee there. That is good news again for the Sisters of Battle. They'll be happy with that. It's keeping the Necron Overlord away from the objective. So that marks the end of turn 5. Necron's getting bogged down towards the end. That is a good thing for Sisters of Battle. We'll let James roll up now to see if the game continues. Yes, it does. Turn 6 coming up for Sisters of Battle. Right, so movement Sisters of Battle on turn 6. Just crowding the objective here. No need to go anywhere. Ready to provide some fire support. Melee continues here. James is preparing to charge with all the Battle Sister units. And then just moving a little bit here with this Exorcist. Everywhere else, it's bogged down in melee. So we're going on to shooting now, turn 6, Sisters of Battle. Right, so shooting, Sisters of Battle. A number of shots coming in against the flyer. We didn't jink, and James failed to penetrate on 1 hit. That's it. We've done charges here. The rest of the Battle Sisters charging in. Trying to swamp the Overlord. Pretty good tactic. And we will now go on to the assault phase here. Both objectives pretty safe. The crucial points are Line Breaker, which James can maintain here. First Blood, which he has, and then the Slay the Wall or Bust Up. And the game could... It's going to... A couple of points are going to decide it here. It looks like the Sisters of Battle will have it. But we just don't know. We'll have to see. Never give up in games of 40k. So we'll resolve these combats now. Okay.
Priest. Passed.
Just doing this combat here.
Reroll failed armor and invuln on that squad. 6 attacks.
That's handy.
Reroll.
He's on 3 hits. 5s to wound. So an even match up here. Looks like I can have another Necron Warrior brought down. Yes. So we whittled down here. 5 Necron Warriors left. Only 2 hits. 1 wound. Saves. James wins again. Leadership 9. Passed. So holding them there. Yeah, this combat here. Necrons need to try and win this one.
Priest. Failed.
Okay.
2 attacks each. 1 hit.
Okay, 5s to wound.
1 wound.
He's got the wound. Roll up a save. Nope. Reanimation. Nope. So another Necron Warrior brought down. We can fight back with 6 attacks. If there's ever a chance to do well, it's now. We get 3 hits. We get 2 wounds. Passes 1, fails the other. That is a drawn combat. Right, Celestine against the Overlord again. The challenge has been issued. Counter-challenging each other here. James will go first. Terrible roll. She's got a hit on Mastercrafted though, 2 hits. She needs 4s to wound. She's beginning to tire now. Necron Overlord then. 4+ invuln. Yes. He'll strike back. Can't get a triple. Miss! Idiot. Right, he's missed. Cantoness fighting, trying to kill the Cryptek.
2 hits.
She gets 2 hits. She needs 6s here. No. The rest of the squads can fight now if they have grenades. They do. Right, they're going to...
3, 4, 5.
There's a lot of attacks here. Right, 22 attacks with the other Battle Sisters. Right, so 4s to hit. 22 attacks. This is all of the Battle Sisters piling in now. Pretty below average, you reckon? Just below. Yeah, not bad. Need 6s here, same majority toughness of 5. So 6s, and he gets a 666. It's very good. Put them on the Overlord. He passes all of them. The Cryptek now fighting back against the Canoness. He gets 1 hit. He gets 1 wound. She gets a regular armor save of 4. She passes. So that's a draw melee there. Bogged down for sure here, and that is to the advantage of the Sisters of Battle, no doubt. That turn finishes not too eventful. Necron's pinned down the last of them. Can't budge the Battle Sisters here. So we're going to Necron turn 6. Right, so movement for the Necrons on turn 6. We reckon we're going to lose here, we think. It depends. If we can win that combat over there and win that combat, then we could win. So we're still in it by a whisker. just shifting across 6 inches here with the monolith, just moving along a little bit with the spiders. Ongoing melee here. Flyers moved up 18 inches, can lend a bit of fire support. And then here, the melee continues, and in the corner it continues as well. So we're going to go on to shooting now for the Necrons on turn 6. Right, shooting for the Necrons, not much flyer firing down here. We've got a penetrating hit with the death ray, but James rolled a 6 on his invuln, some good rolling there. And then we've got 8 hits with the Twin Link Tacit Destructor, but no damage done. Front armor 13 on the Exorcists, so very impressive. We'll go on to the combats now. There's no charges, just the ongoing triple melee. One in the corner there, one down here, and then one down there. So I'll resolve these. So start in the corner again. Necrons have got to win this one to stand any chance of winning the game. James will go first with his attacks. 6 attacks. Tough enough, these little units. They can fight back. Quite hard to kill with their rerolls.
3 hits.
5s to win. Just got one. All he needs is us to fail, which we do. 5+ reanimation. Very important roll. Failed. Another Necron warrior brought down. So fight back with 4 Necron warriors. They miss. We lose the melee. Combat continues there in the corner. Priest over here on his own.
2 hits.
2 hits, very good.
No wounds.
No wounds. 6 Necron warriors fighting back. We get, what's his weapon skill?
Weapon skill 3. Weapon skill, yeah, weapon skill 3.
Okay, 5 hits. 4 wounds.
Right. He's going to re-roll these because obviously last turn. Passes.
The priest can't kill him. Can't kill his sisters battle this game. Around here, we'll issue a challenge to Celestine, the Living Saint. Again, mortal enemies here. James fights first. 3s to hit, master crafted. He's got himself a good round. 4s to wounds, crucial roll. Triple wound. Necron Overlord. Bad feeling about this. Oh. 4 invuln saves made. And now we will strike back with 2 hits. I wish we were master crafted. And then 2s to wound. 2 invuln saves, please. First one fails. Second one fails. She's down. She's down. Alright, we've done an overflow of wounds here. 1 battle sister killed with those 2 wounds there. She's down, but she could well come back. That's quite a good result there for the Necrons. This is close. Just checking the rules here. Doesn't count as slay the warlord. We have to kill her a second time, and time is running out. So the Canoness will fight now against the Cryptek. The Necrons have character they're clinging on, but the odds are they're not going to win this. Yeah, no wounds there on 4s, needing 5s. The Cryptek can fight back. Nothing is useless. So now the ton of sisters fighting back. 11 attacks it. 4s to hit. 6s to wound.
Nothing.
No wounds. So it looks like we've got some... each unit's got to do a morale check here. Celestine's down, she's fine, she'll do a morale check later on. The Canoness on her own will have to do a morale check. She's fine. This sister squad here, -2 is 8, fine. They should be alright in the last... Well done, yeah. Does Celestine grant that bubble if she's dead?
No, the Canoness.
Canoness grants it. Very good. Morale's good for these battle sisters. That marks the end of the turn. Necron's bogged down again. We will roll to see if the game continues. Both sides weary of fighting each other. We do get another turn. Turn 7 now for the Sisters of Battle. So movement done of Sisters of Battle on turn 7, right up the tail here of the Necron flyer, and then just the continuing melee. That's all there is. James is going to roll here to see if Celestine gets up. Necrons are hoping for a terrible roll, and if they do, it'll be the ultimate Necron cheese. Yes, even if that's cocked, this doesn't matter. If it's a 6, it's still a 9. She's up. She lives up to her name. She is Celestine, the Living Saint. So, and she's allowed to charge in again? Yeah. Oh, I'm going home. More fist pumping from the Sisters of Battle. Shooting done, the Exorcist firing up, and the flyer, just 2 hull points on the flyer. That was a shame. I wanted to actually crash and burn here. That would have been good, but it hasn't worked out. So we're going to go on to assaults now. Celestine will charge back in, and then we'll resolve the triple combat once again. For the last time. We'll do this one first. No wound. Just taking a wound off the Overlord here, just for that roll where he gets, it will not die. So we've rolled a 6 there, it comes off. He's fresh. Here. Incredible roll, all of hit. Forced to wound. 2 wounds. He should live. 4 plus invuln, he saves 1. 4 plus reanimation. No, so he's got that wound back again. So he has that wound back on him, but he still has 2 wounds left. Now he can strike her in the challenge and try and kill her for the last time. This is the last chance to kill the Living Saint. He gets 3 hits. No ones, please. He gets 3 wounds. This is it. She's dead. She has died. She has died. We still think Sisters of Battle will win because of Line Breaker. So that melee over there has suddenly become super important. We'll do the rest of the combats here. James has Sisters that can fight and try and kill the Overlord, the Cryptek, the Canoness against the Cryptek. It has to be. And she gets a wound. It's failed on the Cryptek. Failed on the Cryptek. He's taken a wound. Right, so the Sisters fighting now. Just on overflow of wounds there. 2 Sisters killed. That's the hits from the War Scythe. 9 hits back. Done Canoness. She's done a wound on the Cryptek, as we've seen. And now 9 attacks back in 4s. She's got 5. Needs 5s. No wound done. Cryptek can fight back, just 2 attacks, double 1, useless. He's not cut out for fighting. So that's the end of the melee. Canoness will grant leadership 10. Combat has been lost by 1. Fine for the Canoness, fine for the other squad, and fine for the other squad. They continue on despite the loss of their Living Saint. Yeah, we're going to do this melee here. So the priest fighting on. Yes, 1 hit. And no wound. 6 Necron warriors fighting back. They get 4 hits. They get 3 wounds. He's dead, finally. Okay, so they finally win here, but it's too little too late, we think. We've just consolidated 2 inches there. The final combat. This could decide the game, it's that important.
Priest fails.
Okay.
6 attacks.
6 attacks. 4s to hit.
4 hits.
They've all hit. 5s to wound.
1 wound.
1 wound. We've got to stay alive this time. No. 1 reanimation. Such an important role. No. Another Necron warrior is brought down. It's probably enough to win it now. Fighting back. 1 hit. 1 wound. 1 save. Leadership for us. We pass on a 7. Drawn melee there. Well, no, Necron's lost the melee there, but they've passed around some continuing melee there. Line breaking out for James has been secured almost. The Necrons still have 1 round left to go. I'm going to go on to Necron turn 7, the final chance for them to try and snatch victory at the end. It's going to be close. Right, it's turn 7 for the Necrons. Not really any movement to do. Nothing over there can make any impact on the game at all. So we'll just go straight onto this combat here, and the one at the end. Again, these two will decide the game. The Necron Overlord has to survive. So he will challenge the... Yeah, he'll challenge the Canoness. She'll accept, by the look of it, she'll fight him, needing weapon skill...
Weapon skill 5.
5. 4s. But she gets...
3 hits.
Yeah. 6s to wound with the power weapon. No, the Overlord will strike her now with 2 hits. 2 wounds, 4+. Yes and no. She's instant death and she'll not be back. Okay. The other sisters now fighting in the combat. 9 attacks. It's a vicious melee there. Ton of 6s. 6s to wound. Majority toughness of 5. Got 1. We'll put it on the Overlord. He passes. Cryptek fighting now. Double 1 again. Utterly useless in combat. So the melee has been lost by 3 wounds. So leadership 9 is leadership 6 for each of those. So 5 for that one and 8 for the other one. Unit has bust and that will run 2d6. But still 1 is there to continue to pin the Overlord down in combat, so he'll not be able to get or attempt to get line breaker. Even if he did win maximum consolidation of 6 inches, he wouldn't quite make it. Turn 8 possibly, he might have been able to. Not enough time in this battle. The final chance then for the Necrons to win is to kill this squad.